We've been separate bands, separate covers bands, and we sort of left that for a bit and joined this. Took a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, basically, we all play bands. Like me and Craig, we play in a covers band, and I stepped in on bass in a band that Jamie and Gary were in, and also Nick, the bass player. And I was talking to Jamie in a practice once, and I just said to him, I've wrote this song, I've got this riff. Do you want to hear it? So I emailed it over to him. He listened to it, he liked it, he added something to it, sent it back to me, and that's how it all started, really.
Well, that's a pretty good way to go, just because I can hear you fine. You good?
Yeah.
Okay, want to do a little roll call here just to make sure we got everybody?
It disappeared, I've just turned back.
Okay. All right. Well, going from that, so when you guys got together and started jamming these riffs, was this pretty much what you're going to go with? Like, did you have an idea of like what type of music you were going to play?
Jamie, do you want to answer that one?
Yeah, no, there was no plan, there was no conceived ideas. It was like Nick sent a little riff over, I added a bit on, and it just built, and then the next one was a bit from here, a bit from there. And before we knew it, we had an album. And what was, kind of just started out as a bit of fun. And then suddenly we thought, hold on to something here, this is pretty good. And it just kind of developed. So no, we didn't have any preconceived ideas of what we wanted it to sound like, what we wanted to do. We just went with the flow and what we liked the sound of as it developed.
Now, did you guys? You guys always said he had a few riffs and stuff you had beforehand. Now, did you guys have any complete songs that you brought to the band, or?
Well, basically, what we did was we actually did it back to front, because me and Jamie got together, started writing, and it took us about 2 years to do the album. And then once we did the album, we sort of brought in musicians we wanted to work with, and we wanted to be part of something that we thought was good. So obviously we turned to Gary, Craig and Nick, because we played in bands, we knew how they played, we knew how each other worked, and it just sort of. I remember the first practice was in a little room, and it was like something out of the Young Ones. I don't know whether you've ever seen that, but it was just like this old student bedroom. And the first time we played, I think it was it California we played? It was something like, I think it was California, and it just absolutely gelled straight away. So we had the songs, I think we had about 7 songs at first, me and Jamie, when we first started practicing, and then, it just sort of went and really, really, really worked. So we decided, right, we need to get on with this, and then we wrote the rest of the songs and we give them to the guys. But we are, we want to write together, and we started writing together. And we've got probably about 40 ideas at the minute between, me, Jamie, and the rest. Again,
You're just breaking up just a little bit there. You want to try again?
Yeah, sorry, dude.
Oh, no problem.
That did you hear?
Okay, I pretty much got you guys writing a few songs and then kind of bring it to the band, but you got about 40 ideas on the go right now.
Yeah. Basically, the last bit of that really was, we just want to write together and get a good. I think we're going to go with probably release a 4-track EP or something and go with that really. But we've got lots and lots of ideas, and the way the band just gelled was just spot on. It was just like what we wanted.
Well, though that's really cool, because I really like California. It's one of my favorite songs on the album, and excuse me. I just like the idea that that you guys kind of come together so easily and so quickly, because it was pretty much my next question was like, how does your band dynamic work as far as like writing songs? Like,
well, I think it's the good thing about us, and I think Jamie will agree, and Craig and Gary will agree, and if Nick was on this call as well, he'd agree. We've all got different styles. We've all got, you know, a massive varied style, if you like. You know, I grew up listening to Queen and Nirvana and Pearl Jam and Led Zeppelin, and I'm sure other guys listen to other things growing up. And Jamie, what sort of influences have you got that, you know, brought to the band? Because I'm asking all the questions here. It's a little bit like I'm taking over.
No, it's fine. I'm enjoying listening to your soothing voice. I things like bands like the Chameleons, Killing Joke, and all that kind of business of bands I love from the past. And there's, you know, stuff like Soul Sun Pickups now and Great Northern and stuff like that. I really enjoy listening to. So it's just bringing together loads of different styles, what you all like, and then it creates something hopefully fresh and new sounding instead of all of us, I don't know, like an AC/DC and you become an AC/DC rip-off, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I can agree.
Good. Really good.
No, I couldn't agree more. There's nothing more annoying than pretty much a cover band because, like, yeah, it may be fun and novel for me the first, like, 5 minutes, and it's like, all right, it's worn itself out, so. And it just defeats the purpose, right? So.
Yeah. I never tried to be anything. I think that's the other thing, is never trying to be anything and always trying to think outside the box a bit.
Oh, absolutely, because, I mean, your influences are your influences, but same time, too, is they may kind of show themselves a little bit, but it's not to the point where it's, like, overbearing or it's almost, like, becoming, like, a song, like, almost exactly what they would write, which is cool because, you know, music is heavily based on influence, right? So it's a huge part of it.
Absolutely. As long as you don't sound too much like your influences, because then you just become a second-rate copy.
Well, that's right. And there's way too many of those these days. So, we're actually going to get to a song here in just a moment, and we're probably going to go with the title track to your album, All We Rely On Is Stolen. So, we're going to take a minute break right now, and we're going to listen to that, and we'll be back in about 4 minutes. Right? So, here's No One's Son, All We Rely On Is Stolen.
Your own bed and lots of lies I've been
All right, that was All We Rely On Is Stolen by No One's Son, also the name of their album. So, guys, I know you guys have done a few gigs. Have you planned any more gigs? Like, do you have like any tours coming up at all?
At the moment, if I'm honest with you, what we're doing currently is we're trying to work on some new material.
Right.
And we're sort of thinking what we want to do is hit 2014 quite hard when it comes to the gigging. Really, you know, we've had offers of gigs and you know, people wanting us to get out there and play again, especially around the Manchester area, you know. But you know, we sort of want to get something new, something else for people to hear of what we're doing. So I think that's what we're sort of planning on doing at the moment, and then come 2014, get some some gigs out there, some support slots, and you know, hopefully some headline slots and things, and I think that's what we're sort of that's in my mind anyway at the moment, you know.
Yeah, that is the plan. It's kind of got a few really good gigs now. It's kind of a bit of a regroup time, and then punch 2014 really hard in the balls.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely looking forward to that. So the tracks you have so far that you're working on so far, have you guys played these live at all yet, or are they still in the works?
We've not played any live as yet, but we've got lots and lots of ideas.
And I just want to go back to something you were saying earlier. Sorry, go ahead.
So I was going to say what it's probably going to be is probably put out a couple of 4-track EPs initially. Is the plan.
That's
a little album after that.
That's exactly what I was going to ask. So you just answered that question for me. Perfect.